So he hosted the show about the Ilya Raja hits also. So nevertheless, let's welcome both the guest and the host for the today's 3 p.m. DC Soft Skills show. So good afternoon, Saravanan sir.
Shulega, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the intro, and thank you to all the listeners, no matter wherever you're listening, whichever center you're listening from. And show of DC Soft Skills. And so I hope we would hot it up, I believe, on this wet day, if we want to call it. So Mandos just passed away yesterday night. Everybody is safe wherever they are, right? I'm talking about the cyclone, right? So as I just mentioned, it's always our endeavor to bring something new. And so DC Soft Skills is all about a show where we bring in soft skills topics, not only for the team members as well, and at times for the leaders as well, where it's a thought process. And so I'm sure this thought process, once we work upon that, it's something new, and then it will also benefit everybody, including the process and the leaders and everybody and the company as well, right? So in this endeavor, I'm very happy, very delighted to have who has been very gracious to readily accept the invite to be on this show. And so it's not unfair to call him very young with the company. I hope I can do that. So I'm very honored to have Mr. Rajan, and who is with us. So Rajan, hi. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Hi, Sarunan. It's a pleasure.
Hello, Rajan sir. Welcome.
Hi, Sri. Hi, Sri. Very good afternoon. Good afternoon to all and the members who are participating in this event. Thank you.
And those who are listening, don't miss out. Today you're going to meet with the different topics, and you will definitely feel very energetic the way they're going to host the show today. So we are saying Rajan sir as a guest, but really, to be very frank, he's not only a guest. He will share more things with us. So once you listen or you connect live, you'll see, you'll know like why I'm saying not to miss this show. So yes, over to you, both host and guests. Thank you for being today. Though it is a weekend, I think the very energetic and very positive weekend has started for us. Thanks for spending your valuable weekend with us. So thank you. So we have Arun also here. Hi, Arun. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Srilekha. Good evening, Rajan.
Hi, Arun. Hi, Arun. Hi, Arun.
Arun, possibly we know that you will be one of the live joiners here. We guessed it so.
Yeah, no? So
thank you, Arun. Yeah. So over to you, Sarananji, please.
Thank you very much, Srilekha, again. So Rajan, fabulous, good to have you, right? And so I know all the leaders by now, everybody know, because there was an welcome email which went to everybody. So everybody, the leadership team and non-leadership team might also know. But as I just mentioned, this event goes across all the centers, and non-leaders as well might think. Right. So if you want to just give a quick brief about yourself to everybody, that will be great note to start with.
Oh, sure. We'll do that. Thank you. Now, can I know how many people, 13 people are there in this group, and how many listeners would be there? Sri, any idea?
So that count only when this hour is over will come to know.
Achha, fair enough. Yeah. I think for those who are listening and those who are not able to join the session but listening, and those who are in this wet weather down south, very happy to be amongst you. And it's been a pleasure to always interact with people. I've been doing this for the last 27 years, and it's been a journey. So I have learned over a period. I'm still learning every other day. So I take every day as a learning process, and you get to learn something or the other. Yeah. So from that perspective, I'm very delighted to be here amongst all of you guys. And as much as possible, I will try to make this session lively, because that will happen only with the participation of each one of you. If I keep on speaking and Harunan and myself keep on speaking, then it will be like the cyclone only. Cyclone is Mondos, otherwise this is the mundane activity. So we don't want that to happen. And we want each one of you to interact. because as Arun said, he wants to learn. Likewise, I also want to learn from this session as well, because there could be some spark somewhere where it would be great that I need to understand those sparks and get to learn. Likewise, you also are here to understand. It is more of my experience in the last almost 3 decades is what I'm going to share. I'm not going to give any explanation about, there is no quick fix solution for anything, what we're going to discuss here. It all has to happen within ourselves. We need to practice it. And that is how we get to improve ourselves as a person, as a leader, as a father, as a brother, as a sister, and so on and so forth. That is how it is going to go into each one of us, right? And with that being the note, as I said, I am a sales and marketing person, having worked across the length and breadth of the country, traveled to various places across the country, worked in the field in terms of interacting with various people, going to the villages, understanding their lifestyle, interacting with them, attempting to change their lifestyle, because we were I worked in the area of skill, where leading to employment. So people who have been having 1 square meal a day, so we worked in those locations where we wanted to bring about a change in their lives, in their family. And so it has been pretty enriching to that extent. And I'm here to just share my experience with all of you guys. And as much as I'm excited to be interacting with you guys, I'm sure you're also would wish the same at the end of the session. And this is just the start of it, and we'll keep bumping each other almost at the opportune moment. Whenever Sarandan or Sri wants my service, I'm here. Otherwise, whenever I come to your center, I'll be excited to meet you guys in person as well. Yeah, that's about it. Let's kickstart, Sarandan.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Thank you very much. So as Rajan said, there's no quick fix solution.
Now, the language of communication...
could be Tamil as well.
Sorry?
Could be Tamil as well.
Could be Tamil as well. How many from Kapu? Any from this group?
They must
because
be...
they may not understand the language, you know?
Yeah.
So we have today's artists, both are from Kapu, Mahalakshmi and
Preeti Shetty is from Kapu, I assume.
Yeah, they are experienced artists from Kapu today who are going to host the whole show up to.
They know Tamil?
No, sir, they don't know. They can understand English.
Okay.
Mahalakshmi has raised her hand. Right, she knows Kannada, I believe. So I believe
she knows Tamil.
Yes. No.
You.
Okay, I can understand only.
Okay. Because certain interactions will be in Tamil. Anywhere you didn't understand, please stop us. We will explain to you. Not a problem.
Okay, fantastic. So, kunjo Tamil eduthu vandalla. So, according to Rajan, what he said is like edukku quick fix solution kadiyadu, right? So, and that is one. And learning, being learning for lifelong, which is also very important. So that is also came out. So let's move on to our opening question. This was also what the topic is all about, right? Topic is how crucial or essential soft skills for a leader and paramount to the success of the team overall, right? So yes, Rajan.
Yeah. Now, when you talk about soft skills, it is not a very niche kind of a word, because everybody has a taboo saying that, oh, soft skills, I lack something there. I think nothing like that. நம்ம யதார்த்தமா வாழ்க்கையில நம்ம ஒரு அன்றாட வாழ்க்கையில என்னெல்லாம் நம்ம அது சரியா பண்ணா அது நல்லது. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், வீட்டில் சத்தமா பேசக்கூடாது, வீட்டில் கோவப்பட்டா எப்படி என்ன வார்த்தை பேசணும்னு இருக்கு. அது இதெல்லாம் ஒரு எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் மூலியமா தான் வரும். ஸோ இது ஓவர் நைட்டா இது நான் இன்னைக்கு பேசிட்டதுக்கு அப்புறம் நாளைக்கு வந்து யூ வில் ஹேவ் டு எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இட், யூ வில் ஹேவ் டு அது அப்படியே இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு எண்ணம் உங்களுக்கு வரணும். ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் ஜஸ்ட் ஐ வாஸ் டாக்கிங் அபவுட் கம்யூனிகேஷன் as one example. Likewise, there are so many things in soft skills. So soft skills is nothing but your personality. How you want to have your personality shaped. That is all is soft skills. என்னோட layman languageல உங்களுக்கு சொல்லணும்னா நம்ம எப்படி நடந்துக்கணும், எப்படி இருக்கணும் வாழ்க்கையில அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு நிர்ணயிக்கிறது தான் என்ன பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் சாஃப்ட் ஸ்கில்ஸ். அதுல நிறைய விஷயங்கள் இருக்கு. சாஃப்ட் ஸ்கில்ஸ்ங்கிறது ஒரு வார்த்தை தான், அதுக்கு கீழே நிறைய கோட்பாடுகள் இருக்கு. அந்த கோட்பாடுகள் தான் என்ன பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் அது நம்ம ஷேப் பண்ணி நம்ம அதை கொண்டு போனா நம்ம ஒவ்வொருத்தருமே எல்லாருமே இன்னைக்கு இண்டிவிஜுவல் லெவல்ல நல்ல ஒரு இண்டிவிஜுவல் தான், நல்ல சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் ரிசோர்ஸ் பர்சன் தான். பட் ஒரு சில நுணுக்கங்கள் நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில நம்ம கத்துக்கிட்டோம்னா அது எந்த அளவுக்கு நமக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும், நமக்கும் சரி நம்மளை சார்ந்த மக்களுக்கும் சரி. ஏன்னா நிறைய பேர் லீடர்ஸா இருக்கீங்க இங்க. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிறப்போ யூஆர் லீடிங் அ டீம், மேனேஜர்ஸ், யூஆர் டெலிவரி மேனேஜர்ஸ். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிறப்போ ஹவு இட் இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ஃபார் யூ ஸோ தட் உங்களை சார்ந்த மக்களுக்கும் இது கொண்டு போய் சேர்க்க முடியும் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் இன்னையோட டிஸ்கஷனோட மூல விஷயமே. ஸோ இதுதான் we are going to discuss. அதுல ஒரு சில எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ், ஒரு சில வீடியோஸ், ஒரு சில ஷேரிங் ஆஃப் தாட்ஸ் இஸ் வாட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு ஹேப்பன். இதுல ஒன்றும் ஒரு ராக்கெட் சயின்ஸும் கிடையாது. இதுல வந்து நான் ஒரு தியரின்னு ஒரு போறது இல்லை. இட் இஸ் ஆல் ஷேரிங் மை எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். ஸோ தட் இஸ் ஆல் இஸ் கோயிங் டு ஹேப்பன்.
ஃபேண்டாஸ்டிக் ராஜன், அற்புதமா சொன்னீங்க. ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்னன்னா வந்து நீங்க ஒரு விஷயம் ரொம்ப அற்புதமா சொன்னீங்க. வாழ்க்கைக்கும் அண்ட் ஒர்க்குக்கும் சில சாஃப்ட் ஸ்கில்ஸ்ன்றோமே அது வந்து பெரிய டிஃபரன்ஸ் கிடையாது, ரைட்? தட் இஸ் ட்ரூ டவுட். அது ஐ ஆல்சோ ஆக்சுவலி பிலீவ், ரைட்? How you probably run your some time at home and family, it's no different than some time at the work. Those are the skills which will help. That's why they say also life skills in or vaartha irukku. And so also neenga mention panninga because we all have skills, and yeah, there is opportunity always to fine tune and ensure that we do our optimum. So that is precisely what he also mentioned. Fabulous. So next kelvikku vara Rajan. So I just wanted to ask you in the skills வந்து நீங்க கத்துக்க முடியும்னு ஸ்டார்டிங்லயே சொன்னீங்க. So can someone who thinks like probably yes I have plenty of skills but I want to probably hone few more skills as well. So can these skills be honed and learned with experience? What do you feel about this?
Yeah. Soft skills பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் ஒரு சில கேரக்டரிஸ்டிக்ஸ் நமக்குள்ளே இருக்கும். அந்த கேரக்டரிஸ்டிக்ஸ் எப்படி வந்ததுன்னா நம்ம பிறந்து வளர்ந்ததுலேருந்து அந்த சூழ்நிலை, சுற்றுச்சூழல்னு ஒன்று இருக்கு தெரியுமா, நம்ம என்வாயன்மெண்ட், அதுதான் நம்மள ஒரு இண்டிவிஜுவலை ஷேப் அப் பண்ணும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், வீட்டில் இருக்கிறவங்க எப்பவுமே சண்டை போட்டுக்கிட்டே இருந்தா வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், அண்ணன் தம்பி, அப்பா அம்மா, இதெல்லாம் நம்ம அன்றாட வாழ்க்கையில நம்ம இது பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம். சண்டை போட்டுக்கிட்டே இருக்கேன் வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். சின்ன குழந்தைல நம்ம இதை எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பண்ணி பார்த்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கோம். நம்ம ஒரு குழந்தையா இருக்கும்போது பார்த்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கோம். அப்ப என்ன ஆகும், பெரியவங்கள வளர்ந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் டிசிஷன்ஸ் நம்ம எடுப்போம். அப்ப ஒரு சிச்சுவேஷன் நமக்கும் அதை என்கவுண்டர் பண்ணும்போது அது அந்த எந்த ஒரு சூழ்நிலை நம்ம அது அந்த என்வாயன்மெண்ட்ல வாழ்ந்தோமோ அதுதான் நமக்கும் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா வரும். இது வந்து தப்பு. ஓகே, சோ இது வந்து இப்படி இருக்கக்கூடாது அப்படிங்கிறது தான் எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். ஆனா நம்ம அந்த சுற்றுச்சூழல வாழ்ந்ததுனால நமக்கும் நம்ம அறியாமையே நம்ம அதுல ஈன்று அதுல போயிடுறோம் அதுல. சோ ஆனா இது வந்து ஓவரால் நம்ம வந்து வாழ்க்கை ஒரு பக்கம், அது நீங்க வீட்டுல இருக்க பண்ண முடியுமா? முடியாது. இங்க ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஒரு டீம் லீடரோ, ஒரு டெலிவரி மேனேஜரோ, ஒரு ஏரியா மேனேஜரோ, அசோசியேட் மேனேஜரோ உங்ககிட்ட ஏதோ கோவமா பேசுறாங்கன்னா வீட்டுல நீங்க அம்மா அப்பாட்ட பேசுற மாதிரி, அண்ணன் தம்பிகிட்ட பேசுற மாதிரி நீங்க பேச முடியுமா? டீம் லீடர்கிட்ட அடுத்த நிமிஷமே உங்களுக்கு ஏதோ மெமோ கொடுத்துருவாங்க, ரைட்? ஸோ இது எப்படி நம்ம மேனேஜ் பண்றது? ஒன்லி த்ரூ எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸா நம்ம வாழ்க்கைக்கு பல விஷயங்கள் நம்மளுக்கு கற்றுக் கொடுக்கும். அதுல சாஃப்ட் ஸ்கில்ஸும் ஒண்ணுதான். பல விஷயங்கள்ல சாஃப்ட் ஸ்கில்ஸ் ஒண்ணு. ஏன்னா சாஃப்ட் ஸ்கில்ஸ்ங்கிறது உங்க பர்சனாலிட்டியை மாத்தக்கூடிய ஒரு விஷயங்கள். அதனால கண்டிப்பா எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸால கண்டிப்பா நீங்களும் கத்துப்பீங்க. நானும் என்னோட பர்சனல் லெவல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்ல தான் நானே என்ன ஷேப் பண்ணிக்கிட்டேன், அவ்வளவுதான். ஒவ்வொருத்தரும் அதே மாதிரி தான் ஒவ்வொருத்தரும் ஷேப் பண்ணிப்பாங்க. நானும் அதுல நான் ஒன்னும் வேறுபட்டு நான் இல்லை. நானும் உங்களை மாதிரி தான், உங்களை இருந்து கீழே தரமட்டதுல இருந்து தான் நான் வந்திருக்கேன். நானும் ஒவ்வொரு காலகட்டத்துல என்னோட கேரக்டரிஸ்டிக்ஸை, என்னோட அட்ரிபியூட்ஸை ஐ ஹவ் சேஞ்ச் மை செல்ஃப். தட் இஸ் ஆல். இதுல இது தப்பு இது சரிங்கிறது எதுவுமே கிடையாது. ஆனா நம்ம எப்படி ஒரு சிச்சுவேஷனை ஹேண்டில் பண்றோமோ அதுதான் நிர்ணயிக்கும் மக்களோட பெர்செப்ஷன் கூட உங்களை நீங்க எப்படி ஹேண்டில் பண்றீங்கிறத வச்சுதான் அது பார்ப்பாங்க. அது எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸோட லைஃப் லெசன்ஸ் எதுவுமே கிடையாது. நம்ம அன்றாட வாழ்க்கையில நம்ம எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பண்றதுதான் முக்கியத்துவமே தவிர அதை தவிர எந்த ஒரு பாடமும் பெரிய பாடமே இல்லை.
Brilliantly said. Maybe I can take the English so that others can also understand. So, right. So one, the part he said is like, so this is like nobody is, it could be, but nobody is like kind of a born leader, right? And there are a lot of stuff which Rajan also mentioned, which we learn over a period of time, right? Where we might have some skills and we can hone some skills as well. So that is precisely what he was also mentioning. And also, right, so what is okay at home definitely may not be okay at work, right? It doesn't work that way, and so that is something which really stood out. So fabulous, fantastic. So let's move on. So now let's come to the key things. So Rajan, if somebody thinks what are some of the most important soft skills, which probably there might be plenty of them, a gamut full of soft skills, but some essential and key you feel like which are essential for a leader and also for a success of the team, because at the end of the day the leader is also not only responsible for himself but or herself but also for the success and the growth of the team and the company as such. So what are your thoughts on this?
So before I go into the attributes of the elements of soft skills, to me in my experience when I handle with thousands of
Sure,
I dealt with at the field level where there are school dropouts, there are graduates, there are school going, there are technically qualified people. Interacting with all of them, one thing that should, in my opinion, should stand out is the attitude. I think a person who possesses a good attitude will go a long way in terms of handling the pressures and of what is in store for him or her in their lives. That is very, very important. For example, a person who is a graduate, right, and he has a set aspiration. Now that aspiration is that, for example, when I started my career, the natural progression is that we need to go to the field being a salesman guy and you need to sweat it out. Today, the scenario completely changed. Today, a graduate is saying that I have finished my graduation. I want to be in an AC environment. I do not want to sweat, but I need to grow. I need to earn money. How is it possible? வேலை பார்க்கணும், இந்த பாஸ்ங்கிற மாதிரி தான். மச்சான் அதெல்லாம் முடியாது, அதுல யாரா அந்த சென்னை வெயில போய் நான் வேலை செய்யறது, அதெல்லாம் ரொம்ப முடியாதுடா, கருத்துடுவேன், வேர்க்கும், இதெல்லாம் சொல்லுவான். ஒவ்வொரு விஷயத்துக்குமே he will tell the other guy saying that this is difficult, that is difficult. If everything is difficult in life, then how do you ever grow in life? Yeah. So for the first and foremost, one everybody should possess, in my opinion, is attitude. Not good person. Everybody is a good person. The right attitude is very, very important, which will shape you as a personality, and both at your home front as well as your professional front. So with that being the first and foremost requirement in each one of us, and attitude, and the most thing is that effective communication is one thing which I see, because today
sure,
what is happening in our very fast paced work la ரொம்ப மெக்கானிக்கல் லைஃப் இப்ப இருக்கிற இதுல ஒரு எமோஷன்ஸ் இல்ல, ஒரு வேல்யூ சிஸ்டம்ஸ் இல்ல, ஒரு பிரின்சிபல்ஸ் இல்ல. காலையில போறோம், நைட் வரும், இங்க மக்கள்கிட்ட இருந்து எடுக்கிறோம், திருப்பி போறோம், இதேதான் ஒரு ரொட்டீனா வந்துட்டு இருக்கு. மண்டே டு சாட்டர்டே, திருப்பி சண்டே ஒரு நாள் வீட்டுக்குள்ள டிவி பார்த்துட்டு தூங்கிட்டு, அடுத்த நாள் திருப்பி மண்டே அந்த ரொட்டீன் ஆரம்பம். இது மிஷினோட மோசம் இப்ப நம்ம வாழ்ற வாழ்க்கை. ஓகே, இதுக்குள்ள எப்படி நம்ம ஒரு சுவாரஸ்யம் கொண்டு வருது லைஃப்ல? So this is what is very important. You should enjoy it actually. So I know I'm digressing, but I'll come to the effective communication part.
Sure.
Okay. Effective communication la, there is for example, you are interacting with your, first I'll take the home front. Okay, you are interacting with your brothers, sisters, or parents, or your whoever it may be, and effective communication is not about what you communicate, how you communicate. That is what is effective communication all about. And whom do you communicate to?
Sure.
How, when, how, to whom. These are the four elements with situations will arise. So இதுல நம்ம எப்படி பேசணுங்கிறது ஒரு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம். Okay, and since many of your guys are handling clients in your workplace, it's all the more important. Okay, client is always the boss. Like the way customer is the boss in சொல்ற மாதிரி, நம்மளை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நம்ம பிசினஸ்ல client is the boss. Even he or she as a client is telling something which is absolutely not feasible or absolutely doesn't make sense. You don't need to show your emotions there. Communication plays a very important part there. அப்படி சொன்னாலும் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஏதோ ஒரு ப்ராசஸ் சேஞ்ச் பண்ண சொல்றாங்க ஸ்விக்கிலையோ ஜொமேட்டோலையோ, ஆனால் அது ஃபீஸிபிள் கிடையாது. கிளைண்ட் உங்ககிட்ட பேசுறாங்க, பட் யூ ஹேவ் யுவர் hierarchy of people, you have your team leader, you have your associate manager and stuff like that. ஒரு டீம் லீடர் இருக்கான்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், ஆனால் கிளைண்ட் இஸ் டாக்கிங் டு யூ பிகாஸ் he or she wants to understand the process. நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னு அதுல ஒரு சில ப்ராசஸ்ல சேஞ்சஸ் சொல்றாங்க. You don't need to immediately show your emotions. Effective communication is all about thank you ma'am or thank you sir. Okay, how you respond to the situation. Thank you ma'am or thank you sir. I will speak to my team leader and I'll like get the input from him, and accordingly we will see what to be done. இதுதான் உங்களோட வேலை. அந்தந்த நபருக்கு என்ன கேட்குறாங்களோ அதோட அது முடிஞ்சிருது ஆக்சுவலா. இதுல மேடம் நீங்க சொல்றதெல்லாம் ஒர்க் அவுட்டே ஆகாது மேடம், எப்படி நீங்க இதெல்லாம் சொல்றீங்க, நீங்க இதெல்லாம் சொன்னா அவ்வளவுதான், நாளைக்கு இழுத்து மூட வேண்டியதுதான். This is a problem not only with you. In the communication, the impact of the organization is also takes a beating. That is very important. Please do not show your emotions in front of the clients. Effective communication is all about communicating it right. What to communicate, when to communicate, whom to communicate, what. இதுதான் முக்கியமான ஒரு அம்சம் அதுல. ஸோ இதுல நீங்க கோட்டை விட்டீங்க வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், இதுல இம்பாக்ட் உங்களுக்கு மட்டும் இல்லை as a personality, the impact is for the entire organization. ஒரு ப்ராசஸ் சேஞ்சில் ஒரு கிளைண்ட் கிட்ட நீங்க பேசும்போது இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க பேசிட்டீங்கன்னா அந்த கிளைண்ட் நாளைக்கு எப்படி நம்ம கிட்ட பிசினஸ் கொடுப்பாங்க. அண்ட் அதோட இம்பாக்ட் ஒரு சென்டர்ல மட்டும் இல்லை, எல்லா சென்டர்லயும் இருக்க வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்கு. அதனால எப்படி கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ணுங்கிறது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம் அது. ஸோ effective communication is the foremost important requirement for every individual. வீட்டில் பேசும்போதும் என்ன பேசணும், எப்படி பேசணும்னு ஒன்று இருக்கு. இதேதான் அங்கேயும் நீங்க செயல்படுத்தணும்.
ரொம்ப அற்புதமா you said it, and lot of points if I can just quickly
am I very fast?
No, this is fantastic. It's good to listen as well, right? And so
I think I also wanted to interact with people. There are 14 people now. I think Arun is there, Ratnamala, then you have your other members there. Let me read out some names there.
Absolutely.
Apart from what is there in the home screen, you have Ratnamala, Shakti is there. Okay, then you have Reshmita is there. Rashmita, sorry. So, and those of you who are listening can also, I don't know whether they can be able to chat. I also want to understand your experiences in terms of what do you feel, and you have any clarifications so far. 25 minutes into the program, and any clarifications you have, please feel free to And it has to be an interactive session. It is not about me and Saranan speaking. I can speak to Saranan here also. Okay.
Yeah, so let's bring in Arun to start with. So Arun, opportunity, and then I'll go to everybody. Maybe Mahalakshmi also raised her hand. She understands everything Tamil as well. Arun, anything you want to share?
Yeah, Rajan, I have a question actually. நீங்க வந்து இப்போ attitude பத்தி சொன்னீங்க இல்லையா? So attitude, good attitude. But sometimes why is it that the person with a good attitude also taken as a wrong person, like is arrogance? So how do you balance that that attitude and arrogance, that on the thin line எப்படி balance பண்றாங்க? Because we have seen many people, so I want to know that.
Okay. See, I think a person with a good attitude showing a tinge of arrogance in the way he is what you are saying, isn't it?
No, that person is misunderstood somewhere.
Misunderstood as arrogance. Misunderstood for their arrogance. So how do you balance it is what is your question all about.
Yes.
Okay. See, it depends on the situational aspect of it. Why is somebody should have their arrogant attitude? Why is somebody exhibiting their arrogance? I think it is best way is to handle is to take them away, discuss with them one-on-one, and understand what happened. Because he or she, by virtue, is not with a good attitude as a personality, need not show their arrogance. Or else, as a leaders, we should when we are coming across them as exhibiting the arrogant behavior. So it is our responsibility as a leader to call them separately, counsel them as to saying that this particular attribute of bring down your good attitude, that the aura that is being there in the organization. This will put you down is what we should keep communicating. It's a process actually. It is as I said, there is no quick fix, but we should stop then and there and ensure as leaders that it should not grow as a tree. Because in our scheme of things, what happens in our pressure points, we don't pay attention to such things, but at the end of the day, over a period of time, this individual will turn into a bad apple.
Yeah.
At some point in time, because the responsibility for that is also the leader themselves, because we are overlooked such things. At the end of the day, more than the processes or more than the top line or the bottom line that we all are here to work on, it is all about individual sharing with them, and also ensure that they as an individual also grow in the organization. So that is also our responsibility, is what I feel. And that is how leaders are grown. That is how leaders are also on various people down the line. At some point in time, your subordinate will come to your position and you will be moving to some other position up the ladder. So it is all important that we also inculcate that learning to the people down the line.
Absolutely. Fabulous. Very good question, and fabulous response and reply as well. A lot of realistic experiences coming through when Rajan speaks, right? Which is very holistic view as well, which is very, very good. Right. Any more participants here who wants to pose a question to him? Good opportunity. You can do that now.
Okay. If Maha has raised the hand, if asking, I'll wait. You're going to ask?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please go ahead.
Just one confusion. As a leader, like sometimes we have communication, like language differentiate also we face. Some of them, like we are experienced more than them, but they have the language difference. In that situations, but now I have a student of Sharavana sir, so I have now some of the day to speak with anybody. But previously I faced some of the situations, like how to reply them sudden in between. In that situation, how can we manage them? That would be better.
Okay. Mahalakshmi, if I understand your question, if somebody has any language issues,
yes,
and
Yeah.
you are experienced than them, but somebody has issues in their language or the way they communicate. How do you handle? Is my understanding right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mahalakshmi, I'm happy that you are able to pose this question, and thanks to your guru also who's there next screen, Saravan. I think you yourself acknowledge
Yes,
saying
sir.
that because of him, I'm able to ask questions. The
Yes.
first and foremost is that as part of effective communication, you should ask questions. How will we ever learn actually? When we are young and all, we keep asking our parents so many questions, however silly it may be, they keep answering you. Where did they get the patience from?
Yes.
So likewise, when your team member is asking a question, even see in this, experience is immaterial actually. Experience is immaterial.
Okay.
What if I'm 27 or 30 years experience? So what if somebody is 5 years experience? So what is if somebody is 10 years experience? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day,
Yes, sir.
as a team member, somebody is asking a question. So
Yes, sir.
somebody is asking a question, and it is our responsibility to communicate or to tell them their answer, right? Sometimes it may be very silly.
Yes.
Sometimes it may be some thought-provoking questions, right? So as leaders, we need to balance all of this situation, right? And yeah, Mahalakshmi,
Yes.
you're about to say something. Please tell me.
Yeah. That I can understand, sir. But sometimes we only fear that they have the language differences, right? They understand or
Can
not
you just
understand
share an
our.
example, Mahalakshmi? Even in Kannada, it's okay.
Okay, Tamil, I don't know, but
No, even in Kannada, it's okay. I'm saying.
English
Even in
will be
Kannada, if you want to
better.
communicate, Hindi, you want to communicate, please communicate. I'm not asking you to speak in
Hindi.
Tamil.
Hindi is better.
हिंदी
Multilingualistic rather than
बात करो हिंदी में बोलो.
एक्चुअली क्या है ना, लाइक हम लोग मतलब वो प्रोसेस वाइज बोलती हूँ मैं. प्रोसेस में हमें बहुत ज्यादा पता लगता है, बट लाइक आवर क्लाइंट या सीनियर मतलब जो क्लाइंट के पास होता है, मुझे पता है लाइक मुझे क्या उनको बोलना है, पर समटाइम्स हम बोल देते, पर वो लोगों को अंडरस्टैंडिंग समटाइम डिफरेंस होता है. लाइक अभी लाइक मुझे थोड़ा वो प्रॉब्लम है. दैट टाइम हाउ कुड आई मैनेज देम?
अच्छा वो वाला जैसा. ठीक है. Interacting with the client. Okay.
Yes, client or
I thought people working under you is thinking. That's the reason I asked the question.
No.
I repeated the question. No problem. When you interact with the client, when you interact with the client and client is not able to understand what you're trying to explain, and he is not able to acknowledge what you are trying to tell as a solution, and he at the end of the day he gets pissed off. He gets cheesed off, saying that okay, I am trying to communicate, this girl doesn't seem to understand what I'm trying to say. So the situation like this will arise. So the best way to is that take a sheet of paper, explain in a schematic thing whether this is what you are trying to say. Okay. You just jot down the points so that see, at the end of the day what the client communicates, whether we have understood, we are trying to communicate. But if the client is saying that no, you don't seem to understand, and it is getting irritated, then the best way is just take a sheet of paper, write it down in bullet points, saying that this is what is the process that they are wanting to have. This is what we are currently doing. If this is what is required to be done, this is what would be the output. If you are explaining schematically in a sheet of paper, rough sketch as a bullet point, both you and the client will be in the same page. Many of the things, it is all assumption. When the client says, he assumes that we understand. When we give a solution, the client will understand with his experience. But many times it doesn't happen that way. There is there's a slip between the cup and the lip. That is where many of the issues also happen. I told your team member, I told Mahalakshmi that day, she also nodded her head very well, but why this has happened, karke, he will ask the TL. The client will ask the TL. Okay, so we should avoid such things. So and when a process change is been finalized between the client, please, it is all better to be recorded. The TL should send a mail. That is what the process generally happens. The TL can send a mail
That
saying
is
that,
the
but in terms
minutes
of
of meeting
interaction,
will
in
will
terms
be
of
sent.
interaction, please feel free. There is nothing wrong. Please do not see the thing is that what happens is when we keep doing such things, we assume then that resource that he or she doesn't understand. All these emotional things keeps coming, and there's a stress on us, isn't it? There's
Yes,
a
sir.
stress in that
That is the main thing.
client is thinking low of me. Hence, I should not. I should say yes to everything whatever he's asking, so that he's satisfied. What will happen? It will backfire. If not today,
Yeah, it is not good
some other.
also.
Yeah, it is also not good. You as a personality, when you need to go as a leader, this is not the attribute you should possess.
Yes,
So
sir.
you should ensure that you are that's the reason I said effective communication. This is part of the effective communication. The first and foremost attribute which I was explaining, this is what I was talking about. When your communication is effective and to the point, nobody is going to say, why are you writing what I'm saying? I said, you can always say, this is for our mutual understanding, so that neither nor you miss whatever we are trying to discuss today. And this is the
That is
important aspect of the process. There's nothing wrong. Nobody is going to say, no, what you're doing is absolutely silly. Nobody is going to say that. Even if somebody is saying silly, let it be silly itself. No problem. It is only for my learning and my understanding and my delivery to the client. Nobody is going to say.
Yes, correct, sir. You are saying correct. Yeah. Some of the point we hesitate for that only, that what they will think and how they react.
Just like the
But
way without
now
hesitation
I
you
don't
ask a
hesitate
question.
with anything.
That's what I'm saying. Just like
Yeah.
the way you did not hesitate in asking this question after learning from DTouch, the English
Yes, sir.
communication, you should not
Yes,
hesitate
sir.
in life at all for anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
No,
also
sir.
very, very important attribute. We
Yes,
don't
sir.
work on hierarchies. Okay, we don't work on hierarchies. For example, I am one among you. I'm just one among you.
Okay.
You can ask questions, anything, anytime. Not only for this session where you're assembled
Okay.
here, even if you want to speak, I'm available. That is how one needs
Sure,
to
sir.
learn.
Thank you so
Actually.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you
All
so
the
much,
best.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mahalakshmi. Yeah, and good to see you as well. She was with us, and
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
fabulous, great. We will definitely go to some more participants who are here, and so we would just go on and get more inputs from Rajan, and then we will come back and take more questions from the participants here, Rajan. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rajan, one important thing is I joined the company as a team member, or maybe I've been as a team member for some time, and so that is one part, and also a team leader, right? We also call it DNX leader, to be very precise, the DEC crew, right? So what are the skills? How these skills are different? So what are the essential soft skills for a team member? And what are the essential soft skills or team management or various other things required for a team leader? So is there a difference between these two abilities, or what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, I'll explain in parts as far as this question is concerned.
Sure.
I'll start with this saying that see, as individuals, when we are in this world in a very clean slate, where we do not have any characteristics of individuals, because we become greedy over a period of time. Without any of this, when you are in a clean slate, when we start our lives in a very clean slate, especially the professional part, I would say,
Sure.
and there are some attributes we get to learn during that journey, right? That is where the formative years, the initial years of professional life will teach you something, right? And you, out of 10 attributes that you learn, you will as an individual decide, I take 5, I don't want the remaining 5, right? And likewise, as you move up the ladder, as you grow up year on year, there is something which you learn, good, bad, ugly, and there is something which you do not learn at all. So people who learn, people who understands what is required, the value systems, the principles in which one needs to lead a life, if that is taken care of, that has been understood by the individual, then those are the people who become leaders over a period of time, right? At the end of the day, there is, as I said, there is no specific PhD degree that is being given on soft skills. It is all life lessons. Life lessons is nothing but is only soft skills, in my opinion. That is how I have honed my skills. Okay. So, for example, if somebody decides that I'm not going to smoke, right? For example, I'm just giving an example. I'm not going to smoke. This is part of the value system. This is the principle that which I would want to lead my life with. So there is nothing wrong in that. And if somebody maintains that over a period of time, it's good. Sometimes because of peer pressure and influence, they also divert their path. And that's how habits are being created by individuals, right? With that being the case, between the leader and the member, there is no difference. Leaders were members at one point in time. Sure. That is and they moved up the ladder, picking up the threads of life, honing their individual skills, personality, and hard work in terms of soft skills will not take you to the next level.
True.
Having the soft skills will not take you to the next level. You need to exhibit, you need to showcase your working, your ability to ensure whatever you have been assigned to do in the organization. That is, and soft skills is only an enabler, right? And we all face so many issues in life. And we all get bogged down pretty fast because as human beings, so whether it is at the home front or in the professional front, if somebody is getting promoted, we immediately get bogged down saying that I also joined the same day as what he or she has joined, and he or she has grown and they are given the promotion, and how short-sighted the organization is. And since the boss likes the person and they got promoted and I have not been promoted. These are the comparisons. The biggest evil for each one of us is when we start comparing ourselves with somebody. True. I think we should not look to ourselves in terms of how we can improve ourselves. We are as an individual, I is important than anybody else. How I improve myself as an individual, as a personality, and how I become a better human being is what is very, very important. So I just pause for a moment. I will just, it is in Tamil. People who doesn't understand Tamil, please excuse me. This is when it's because we emotions and stress in our day-to-day lives, So we all compare each and every moment of life with something else, right? This is what we do, isn't it? We all keep comparing every aspect of it. Even at home, what is happening? He is getting 2 chapatis more, I'm getting 1 chapati only. He is getting 2 eggs, I'm getting only 1 egg. Mama is very, very partial to him. She's not the same with me. There are various things that happens in life, So this particular video that I'm going to play is in Tamil, and it is a very classic song from it's pretty old actually, easily 40-50 years old, but the relevance is there even today. That is the reason I picked up this. I personally listen to this song whenever I am down. So as I said, I'm only sharing experience. Please, it is a 3.5 minute video. Please. As much as I enjoy, I hope you also enjoy.
Sure.
You're able to see?
Yeah, we are able to see the screen, Rajan. Yeah. You have to use the tab. Yeah. Rajan, you are able to play it, but we are not able to listen because you have to play from the location, right? And and you have to use another, not the sharing screen, the first one. You have to use a tab.
I used to tab. I need to use a tab.
You need to find out the location of this particular file. And
Yeah, it is there.
No. So you have to find out the URL of that. So it might take some time, and you have to.
Achha, you want the URL, is it?
Yeah.
So I straight away take it from the
YouTube.
YouTube.
It from YouTube. If it's from YouTube, you can play it from YouTube.
Achha, okay. And just tell me whether you have it.
Sure. YouTube again. How can you do?
I do not know. I'm just see. I sent this link to Sri also.
Yeah.
Normally, what happens? I give it to the
Yeah.
whether and they play it actually.
Rajan sir, let me try. I'll do that because
it will not be able to listen unless and until we have the location and then play from there, right? So that is what it is.
Okay.
Because we do this, so we know this thing, right? So we have to go to the tab and then take it from the location, and then it starts playing. Audio will not be able to listen, video only, otherwise.
I will try it out.
So meanwhile, if
you can go ahead. We'll go with the questions.
Yeah, we will go ahead, right? And so I'm sure Sri Lekha will be able to find the solution, and she'll be able to do that as well. Okay, so fabulous. All words of wisdom. Actually, I'm also getting a new perspective on the entire stuff, which is very good to hear, and I'm very glad, right? And
just check out now.
Still, no, Rajan. You have to. Yeah, it will
Okay,
take.
I think I will leave it to Sri on that.
Yeah.
Rajan sir, I'll share it. I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, you can stop sharing the screen. I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Is it ready now, Sri Lekha?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 second. Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Not this.
That was the Wali one.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
நீங்க கேட்டிருப்பீங்க, மயக்கமா கலக்கமா மனதிலே குழப்பமா வாழ்க்கையில் நடுக்கமான்னு பல்லை வரும். நீங்க யோசனை பண்ணி பாருங்க, ஒரு நம்ம மாதிரி வாழ்க்கையில ஒன்றும் வெற்றி அடையாம எதுலையும் சக்சஸ் ஆகாம மனம் ரொம்ப தொய்ந்து நைந்து போய் இருக்கிற ஒரு ஆள் அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. நீங்க கேட்குறீங்க அவனை, மயக்கமா மனதிலே குழப்பமா வாழ்க்கையில் நடக்குமா? ஆமா ஐயான்றீங்க.
மயக்கமா கலக்கமா மனதிலே குழப்பமா வாழ்க்கையில் நடுக்கமா.
வாழ்க்கை என்றால் 1000 இருக்கும். இந்த செயின் ஆஃப் தாட் ஒரு பாட்டு எழுதினா எப்படி எழுதுனாங்கிறதுக்கு உதாரணமாக எடுத்துக்கணும். கண்ணாசம் பாட்டேன். மயக்கமா கலக்கமா ஈ கொஸ்டின்ஸ் யூ. மயக்கமா கலக்கமா மனதிலே நடக்குமானா நீ ஆமாங்கிறீங்க. வாழ்க்கையில் நடக்குமான்னு உடனே அந்த லிங்க் வருது பாருங்க. வாழ்க்கை என்றால் 1000 இருக்கும், வாசல் தோறும் வேதனை இருக்கும். அப்புறம் எப்படியா வாழறது? வாசல் தோறும் வேதனை இருந்தா வந்த துன்பம் எதுவென்றாலும் வாடி நின்றால் ஓடுவதில்லை. நீ எப்படி வாழறதுன்னு வாடி நின்னதுனால உன்னை விட்டுட்டு போகிறதில்ல. அப்போ எப்படி பின்ன சர்வை பண்ணுறது? எதையும் தாங்கும் இதயம் இருந்தால் இறுதி வரைக்கும் அமைதி இருக்கும்.
வாழ்க்கை என்றால் 1000 இருக்கும், வாசல் தோறும் வேதனை இருக்கும். வந்த துன்பம் எதுவென்றாலும் வாடி நின்றால் ஓடுவதில்லை, வாடி நின்றால் ஓடுவதில்லை. எதையும் தாங்கும் இதயம் இருந்தால் இறுதி வரைக்கும் அமைதி இருக்கும்.
அதுக்கு ஒரு ஆன்சர் சொல்கிறேன் பாருங்க. 1000 இருக்கும், மாறும் வேதனை இருக்கும். வாடி நின்னா மட்டும் நீ வேதனைப்பட்டா மட்டும் வேதனை பண்ண மட்டும் போகாது. பட் ஹவு டு வின் ஓவர் இட்? எதையும் தாங்கும் இதயம் இருந்தால் இறுதி வரைக்கும் அமைதி இருக்கும். என்னையா நொந்து கிடக்கிறேன், எதையும் தாங்க இதயத்தை, என் இதயம் எப்படியா எதையும் தாங்குங்கிறான். ஏழை மனதை மாளிகையாக்கு, அதில் என்ன காசு வேணும்? உன்னுடைய மனசை பணக்காரனாக்கிறதுக்கு என்ன தெய்வம் தேவையில்லையே. ஏழை மனதை மாளிகையாக்குன்னா இப்போ நான் வந்து எதையும் தாங்குறேன், இதயம் இது என் மனம் மாளிகை மாறி நாளைக்கு சோத்துக்கு என்ன பண்ணுறது? ஏழை மனதை மாளிகையாக்குன்னு நீ சொல்கிற, ஆக்கி சாப்பாட்டுக்கு என்ன பண்ணுறது? நாளைக்கு நாளை பொழுதை இறைவனுக்கு அளித்து நீ ஏன்டா அதை உங்க கையில் எடுத்துக்கிற? புரியல உங்களுக்கு? ஏழை மனதை மாளிகையாக்கு இரவும் பகலும் காவியம் பாடுனா, காவியம் பாடிட்டு இருக்கலாம், பசிக்குது ஐயா. நாளைக்கு என்ன பண்ணுறதுன்னா நாளை பொழுதை இறைவனுக்கு அளித்து நடக்கும் வாழ்வில் நிம்மதி தேடு. நாளை பொழுதை இறைவனுக்கு அளித்து எப்போ பொழுது விடுகிறது, எங்கே நிம்மதி தேடு அப்படின்னா உன்னை விட மோசமாக எவ்வளோ பேர் இருக்கான். உனக்கும் கீழே உள்ளவர் கோடி நினைத்து பார்த்து நிம்மதினர். இது ஒரு அற்புதமான பாட்டு இல்லை? இது ஒரு பைபிள், ஒரு பகவத்கீதை, ஒரு குர்ஆன், எல்லாத்தினுடைய எசன்ஸ் இந்த பாட்டில் இருக்கு.
ஏழை மனதை மாளிகையாக்கி இரவும் பகலும் காவியம் பாடு. ஏழை மனதை மாளிகையாக்கி இரவும் பகலும் காவியம் பாடு. நாளை பொழுதை இறைவனுக்கு அளித்து நடக்கும் வாழ்வில் அமைதியை தேடு. நடக்கும் வாழ்வில் அமைதியை தேடு. உனக்கும் கீழே உள்ளவர் கோடி நினைத்து பார்த்து நிம்மதி நாடு.
தேங்க்யூ ஸ்ரீ, தேங்க்யூ.
கலக்கமா
க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுங்க ஸ்ரீ. So the subsequent topics, yeah sir.
One of my favorite song as well, right? It's all words and wisdom, right? And so we should find a way how we can translate this probably for everybody. We don't know whether it's there in Kannada.
I think since the medium is audio video, I'm sure our friends from Kapu will definitely understand what is being communicated.
Yeah.
Rashmita and Mahalakshmi, you're able to understand the visual?
Mahalakshmi says she understands a bit of Tamil.
No,
Not much.
bit I understood, not much.
This is Tuya Tamil. This is like pure Tamil, no, Rajan? So it could be.
Yeah,
Yes,
I understand.
Yeah, so
Next time I will try to find out something in Kannada also. Next session.
Absolutely. And then somebody have to translate for us as well.
Mahalakshmi is there. She'll do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Fabulous. So, Rajan, you tell us how.
Okay, the reason why I made this video is in terms of we all have our emotions. We all undergo stress in our day-to-day, every walk of life. You know, in every aspect, every action, there are some emotions that comes along with us. Because no one incident is without emotions. There are emotions, good emotions, bad emotions, ugly emotions. But if we as individuals cultivate the habit, cultivate the habit of handling these emotions and handling these stress, it goes a long way as we as building ourselves as champions, as leaders, as better managers, as better team leaders, as better individuals. Forget about the hierarchy. As human beings, This will go a long way. Once you are a better human being, the rest of the things will come and fall at your feet. Even if it doesn't fall at your feet, because everybody will come and tell me, I became a better human being. That day you told me that everything will come and fall at your feet, but nobody had come. What is this karke, you will ask. So because it is all natural, no? And there's an answer for that also. Okay. Expectations. True. All of this with zero expectations. Because what happens when you are a good son, obedient daughter, you expect something from your parents. I was obedient that day, so take me to a restaurant, buy me a chocolate, buy me this, buy me that. Everything is only bribing, na? We bribe from home, right? Everything is bribing. You ask me to do the homework within one day, and within that day, then only go to play. The play is the bribe. Bribe need not be money, need not be gifts. Because I want to go play cricket, but I need to come. You complete your homework and then go play cricket. So as parents, what we do? We bribe the son. You do this, then you get that. Because you are building that expectations from that age itself. But how do we have zero expectations? You perform your duty, no? You perform your duty. When I say everything will come and fall in place, fall in place is nothing but you continue to do your duty. Whatever is required for you will be done by the organization, will be done by your parents, will be done by your husband, will be done by your child. Inculcate the values, inculcate the principles, whether it is personal friend or professional friend. Those are the things that will stand the test of time, not these bribes. Because what happens now? Next time, if somebody needs to do homework, then they expect the bribe. As child, because we are cultivating that habit in them. They don't know anything about this. Had you just told that you need to do the homework, they will keep quiet. They will do the homework because that is what is expected of them at that age.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right? So, emotions and stress we bring out, how we bring out matters a lot as individuals, and that will shape us as personality. So, again, that is very important. And there is a coping with emotions and coping with stress, followed by empathy. You know what is empathy? Empathy is again very thin line, very, very thin line. You empathize. That is empathy.
Compassion, empathy.
Okay, you show your compassion. You empathize with the situation. If you empathize with the situation, which is fine. For example, somebody lost something. Somebody lost a watch. You empathize and you console, saying that, "Chalo, no problem. This is gone, no problem." Right? That's perfectly fine. It's only because as individuals, we are trying to diffuse the stress that he or she undergoes when they lose something, right? But when you empathize on a situation which is absolutely bizarre, and in terms of, for example, somebody has drunk. He drove a bike. He met an accident. He is injured. He is in pain. No problem. At that point in time, you don't need to say anything. But you don't need to empathize also because it is his folly. You know that it is two contrasting situations.